Hey guys, it has been a while. So I'm sure you are, or maybe you're not. Those of you who look for my weekly videos, you're like, where has she been? Yes, I have been busy. So um, I'm going to do something different. I probably will try my best to recap the 2 weeks that I was behind at another time. But I want to get at least you guys back on track. Hi, thanks for watching. Let me know, like, comment so I can, properly address and say hi to you. I just don't like to be rude if I can help it. But yeah, I will get those out to you guys as soon as I can. I just want to get back on track. So we're going to do things just a little bit different tonight. We're still going to do our weekly pulls for our earth, our fire, our water, and our air signs for our children. But it's going to be like 3 cards and a romance card for you guys. And what I'm just going to allow myself to do is just, shuffle the cards, see what comes out, and that's going to be the message for that particular element. So really cool decks that I'm using this time. I have the Vice Versa Tarot, which is pretty damn awesome. 2 sides. And I also have, I think this is called the Moonology deck. Goes through the phases of the moon. My standard oracle. I think this is like Wisdom of the Oracle or something like that. And then this is the Romance Tarot. I think both of these are by Doreen Virtue. I could be wrong. The Romance and the Wisdom one. No. Colleen does the Oracle. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started. Just want to find out, Spirit, if you can give us a message for the week of the 12th. Is this the 12th? I think so. Through the 17th. And not 17th, through the 19th. So what message, okay. What message do you have for our Cardinal, Capricorn, our fixed Taurians? Nice. Oh, okay. And our mutable Virgos. Anything else? Okay. Anything else for our Earth children? Any messages for our Earth babies? Okay. I feel that there's like something else. And without going into too much detail, because yes, this deck is a lot more complicated than the other ones. I'm just not going to read too deeply into that tonight. If you guys really want me to spend time dissecting every detail of the card, or I wouldn't say comment, just message me so that we can, get something together and schedule a time where I can do that for you. I just don't like long-winded readings online. Not general, I can't help it. I just prefer to be short and sweet to the point and get it done. Okay. Is there one more? No. All right. So these are this way, meaning these are sideways. You guys aren't going to be able to tell. These are upside down. And this is right side up. Okay. I mean, even without looking at the full meaning of the cards, I'm going to have to rely on the book. It's just too much detail, and I don't want to miss it. But I can already tell that for our Earth children this week, something is on hold. There is a pause, and it's almost like you are being guided to just wait, like your child is being guided, like it's not time yet. Almost like there is some isolation going on here. Like if they're starting something new, there is the warning to be cautious and wait. Things are definitely on hold. And it's almost like there is a level of self-protection going on here. So I'll show you what I have. And then, I mean, it's like I almost feel like I should go through everything, but considering that I'm pulling a lot of cards, it's going to be a very involved reading. Let me just do one deck at a time. So you have the Ace of Wands. And I wouldn't call this reverse. I would just call this the other side. Your child also has the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. They have the Three of Chalices or Three of Cups in reverse. So there's some kind of relationship that is on hold or standby, or there's some isolation. There's not communication with friends. They have the World card in reverse on the other side. And then they have the King of Wands, kind of just like at a standstill. I honor this because it's not this or that, you know, it's just kind of something is definitely on hold. So the King of Wands, and then they have the Sun card. So they could really be dealing with somebody who is a fire sign. There's some kind of fire influence. I see there's something dealing with like material things. So there's like they're in pursuit of a task or an action or a project or some kind of like goal or material, something, I can't think of a better word, but just a plan, a project, something practical that they're working towards that is like something is on hold right now. And dealing with the people that are around them, their peers, I wouldn't say it's so much of a fallout, but they are cutting themselves away almost. There's like this lack of desire to hang with people. So this is just going to be a long weekly reading, but it's okay because you know I missed you guys. We've been away. There's been some distance for the past almost 3 weeks that we haven't seen each other. So this is almost warranted, I would say. So let me go to the Ace of Wands, and I'm doing this more so just to confirm, so I'm not really missing anything. Yeah, yep, for sure. So this says your initial impulses are good, but you run the risk of losing sight of the big picture. Get some distance from your endeavor, or you get some distance from your endeavor if you feel confused about or unclear of your purpose. There is no rush, and you won't lose momentum by stepping back for a brief time to get some needed perspective. So cool beans. I'm going to go to what came next, or what I see. Where is it? The Nine of Pentacles. That's the one I want to read next. So we'll be here for a while. Thank you so much for still tuning in. And if you are waiting for the other signs, I will get there eventually. So in the upright, it says finding peace in solitude is easier for some people than others, but it is necessary for all. Your home is your sanctuary. This card encourages you to enjoy the benefits of renewal and wholeness. There is a difference between withdrawing out of fear and exasperation and withdrawing in to come back to your true self. Tend to your garden for a while. Let other people's tend to theirs. And I feel like this is derived from a relationship with somebody. Like this isn't I'm tired. I feel like there's some kind of force or some kind of imposition, something, some activity, some kind of situation has caused your child to, has influenced your child. I can't think of the word that I'm looking for, but it's just like, it's giving your child the impulse to be like, you know what? No, I'm taking time out for myself. Um, so yeah, definitely a pause. Let's go to Three of Cups, Three of Chalices. And yes, of course. So this is talking about gather with your friends for the pleasure of their company. You don't need a special occasion. Oh, in the upright, it's saying gather with your friends. You don't need a special occasion. But you don't want to, your child doesn't want to do that. I almost feel like an aversion to like social interaction. Um, let's go to the King of Wands and then we'll check out the major arcana. Yeah, so this is, in this position, it's almost like things are in standby already, because it's talking about you have a serpent. And on this side, you see the small salamander in the front, and then it changes into this big serpent. And there's, when you see something that big, of course that's alarming. But the king isn't alarmed. The king is aware of the strength and size, but there is a healthy respect for each other's power. And the king is, like it says, he's not threatened. And it's also saying that he has some concerns about things that he's always taken as settled. And so he's questioning like old beliefs or something of that nature. And I almost feel like there's not enough information for your child to make a choice on how to feel about something. Because this is like, they have an awareness and they're just waiting for the dust to settle. But this is like, dude, I don't know. Like I know something is like, I can't even articulate how I feel, dad and mom. Like that's kind of what I'm getting from that. I know certain things are off balance or unstable, uncertain, but I'm just kind of not even numb, but I don't have enough emotion on my registry to really give you an idea of how I feel. So if you're dealing with that, I would just say hold space because your child is just figuring stuff out right now, and that is okay. So we are going to go to the Sun card. Sun. Give me a second. Oh, I forget. The sun is all the way next to the moon. Give me a second. Got the Tower, the Temperance, so the sun, and so the star, the moon, the sun. Okay. So in this is that side. So it says, if you can see this, the Sun card is positive on both sides, with the difference here being that your doubts and fears are justified. It's good to be aware of challenges, to be on your guard. Again, on the other side of this card, all will be well. Keep moving forward. Expand upon your plan to include contingencies for darker times. But remember that the morning will always come again. And the fact that it's just like this, there's uncertainty about what is happening with your child right now. Like they are uncertain, whatever it is, no matter how big or how small. But right now they're just like, I gotta wait this out. So yes, I say I'm reading this to confirm what I already felt, was that there was just like this waiting game or something needed to wait. But I just want to be sure so I'm not missing anything. Now, I'm not always accurate, don't get me wrong. I don't claim to be. Um, so it says the world card, if you're not feeling a sense of completion, it may be because you're thinking in terms of continuum rather than a cycle. It's true that everything is linked, but it's important to mark milestones. Eternal renewal relies on acknowledgement of what has been achieved, accepted, celebrated, released. Don't court exhaustion, exhaustion of body, mind, and spirit by hurrying onward. Everything is happening just as it's meant to. And this is in the reverse. So it kind of feels like it feels like almost an uneasiness, out of control, something spinning out of control, just knowing that everything is okay, but it's just this feeling of frustration, like I can't make heads or tails of this right now. Yes. And they may not, even if they're encouraged to move forward, they just may not want to. But I still feel that everything is as it's supposed to be. I don't feel like there's anything telling them to do anything different really at this point. I just want to look again. Don't court. I hope I said that right. Don't court exhaustion by. It's like give it time. But yeah, there's just like this frustration, this uneasiness. Like, why isn't stuff happening? I don't get it. I almost feel like anxiety. Like they're going round and around in circles. Like, and they're frustrated about it. So that is for that. And I wish I could prop these up so you guys could see them. And this is why I like to have something so that you can see the cards. And I know I'm just going to drop everything. But yes, so I'm not going to be able to do that. They're not all going to fit. Anyway, let me pick this up. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to show you guys all the cards, but sorry, I just don't have a way to do that right now. But yeah, so that's that. Let's move on to the next card deck for our Earth children so we can get a better full picture of what's happening for your kids this week. But it really feels like there's this emotional, I don't want to say like battle or court or trial or something like that. But I really feel like there's like this big thing, like it's a gateway, a decision to the next path, and they really just have to, go through it in order to figure out what the next step is to understand. So for our Earth babies, our Earth kids, what is the card that you have for them and concerning this week from this Moonology deck? And sometimes these cards take time. Oh, and maybe not. Yes, we will go with those. Okay. Yes, so they have these two cards in reverse. It is the waning moon. It says, what do you need to release and balance spirituality and practicality in reverse? Which is, this is going to be a little deep. Earth signs are about practicality. It's saying balance spirituality and practicality. My bad. Okay. So earth signs are about practicality. Not so much on the spiritual side. That's like your air signs, your fire signs, and your water signs. Not to say that earth signs aren't into that. They would approach it from a more religious, like doctrine, orthodox way. But there is something there. It's like this resistance to balance and practicality. Something is at odds with this. Like there, it's saying to balance spirituality and practicality, but the problem with that is like there's something saying no. This there's a resistance to this happening. We're not gonna manifest that today, regardless if we need to, regardless if it's time, regardless if everything is ready for us to, or everything is being prepared for us to do that. There's something hindering that from happening. And the fact that it's a full moon in reverse almost tells me that no, it's not ready. In the upright, this is about manifestation. This is about things that you thought about coming finally to fruition. And the fact that you have a full moon in reverse, it's almost like it's a new moon or there's a void. It's not ready yet. You're still in the process of getting it where it needs to go. So then you have this waning moon, and automatically, like with the waning moon, I feel like it's tired. Like it's like, I just want to. It's retreating. It's not waxing. It's not getting bigger. It's getting smaller. If my knowledge is correct on the waxing and the waning of the moon, and in the upright, it's like, what do you need to release? And I almost feel like there's a resistance to your child letting go of something. I could be completely wrong. Again, I'm not God. Like, these are not thus saith the Lord. And I'm not advertising this as, listen to me, I know exactly what I'm talking about. This is just my information. And I thank you so much for tuning in and choosing to decide if this is for you or not. I just get, if it's saying, if it's wax, if it's waning and it's in reverse, I almost feel like the space is being created for your child to come out of that shell. And I almost feel like they are being beckoned to say, hey, come on out. And they're willing to do that. What do you need to release in reverse? It's almost like there's a reluctancy, but I do feel a sense that, if not for all, for at least some, they're like, okay, I'm ready to let go of some stuff. Or it's like a slow, or it could even be a resistance. But definitely there's this question of release. Is it something that they need to release? Is it something that they're reluctant to release? Is there something that they're holding on to? What do you need to gain? Thank you. Instead of what do you need to let go of, like, what do you need to let in? Thank you. So I'm like, no, this is the opposite. Like, what is it saying? It's asking them, okay, so they've been shut off or shut down. What do you need to let in? How do you need to heal? What do you, the perceived pain, I get that. What do you need to let go of? But, okay, how can you avail yourself that whatever happened, how can your child put themselves in a position where they can now heal and move forward and move onward? So I hope that makes sense. That's those two cards. So moving on to the Oracle deck, the wisdom of the Oracle. Let's see what's going on here. So many cards. earth signs? What messages do you have for our earth signs? Earth babies, what do you have? Give them a message of spirit. Okay. Unfinished symphony. Bad singing. No, spirit is not like, shut up. No, I'm joking. Spirit would never say that. So they have the unfinished symphony in reverse. And either something is coming to a close. I think they're being receptive to something coming to a close. Are they holding a note? Are they not letting something go entirely? I just want to make sure, because it's not unfinished business. They're done with it. Yeah. So this is saying along the lines that your child, they're almost towards the end, not to give up. That could be it. But I also feel like there's this desire to say, you know what, okay, yes, I'm tired. But I really am interested in tying these loose ends and these strings and moving forward with my life. So cool beans. All right, so that's the messages for your children, your Taurus, your Taurians, your Capricorns, your Virgo babies. And, you know, we're all somebody's child, so this very well may apply to you. And so, again, thanks you guys for all your likes, your shares, your subscribes, and continuing to watch this live stream. It means a lot. It really does. So let's get on to you, Dad and Mom. What is happening in your romantic life per se, or just in your relationships with people at work? Can be combined and used for any situation. Honestly, it doesn't have to pertain to love specifically. Oh. Okay, I'll take it like that because it wasn't this way. It was that way. Is there another card to clarify this? Possibly. I humor myself with my sounds. Like somebody just, you know, got pool water on me or something. It's fun. Okay. What is going on? Ooh. Okay. Yep. So I feel like whatever situation you're dealing with, it's a no. So the first card that came up, you have getting to know each other. It says, as you reveal your innermost self to each other's, your bond deepens. So I feel that regardless, I feel like it's business. I feel like there's, if it pertains to business, if it pertains to some circumstance outside of a emotional connection with another human, you are getting involved. You are taking your time to learn the process and just kind of not even go through the flow. You're getting comfortable. You're getting familiar with what you're having to do at work. Maybe you started in a new job or whatever the case may be. So this is parents of Capricorn children, or not just Capricorns, I'm sorry. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurians, parents. It's a comfortable place to be in. It's It's like, okay, this is new. I'm still learning. I'm feeling good about what's happening here. But there's also some element of either this situation or something else where it's just saying, I don't want to say don't get too invested, but there's a limitation to what you're doing. So you may, yes. So if it's a new job, if it's a path where you're like, oh, I really like this, it's seasonal. It's only going to, that particular position within the company, not to say that you're going to leave the company, but that particular thing that you're working on, it has an expiration date. It's purposeful. You know, you are supposed to get to know each other, get involved, get acclimated, get in it, but it has a time stamp on it. It's seasonal. And so it says, this is a romance of a lifetime. And whatever it is, you can't, it's like, no. So just be advised, whatever you're pursuing, it's on purpose. It has a purpose. It's divine. Just know, don't get too invested in it. Don't start sowing seeds and you thinking that that's going to be your nest egg, or put all your eggs into that one basket. This may just be for the purpose of networking and gaining connections and meeting the right people, so that when this project is done and over, you know, that project is done, but the connections you're going to take with you wherever you go. Okay. So that is for our earth babies, our earth signs, children, parents, no, earth children, and for you parents of earth children who are watching this. So that's for you guys. Now let us move on to our fire children, our fire childs. That's our cardinal Aries, our mutable Sagittarians, and our fixed Leos. So we're going to consult with the universe via our, what do you call this? I can't even think right now, vice versa tarot, and just see what messages the universe would like for us to know in regards to our children this week, who are, who are, fire, okay. What else? Aries, Sagittarians, and Leos, what messages do you have for them? And it's so funny. I believe that this is the way that the universe, the metaphysical communicates with us, because I've watched so many different people do readings, and it's amazing. The same cards come out, you know. So unless somebody's copying and saying, okay, well they picked that one, they pulled that one out, I'm gonna do that one too. It's like, no, it doesn't happen that way. I've seen consistently for myself when I watch other people, the same cards will pop out in their readings, and it's amazing to me. I'm like, okay, you can't fake that. So this may be it. Any other messages for our fire signs? Any other messages? Feel maybe that there's one more. I could be wrong. There we go. Okay. So we have the full on that side. No, is this the full? Yes, this has to be yes. So this is the full on this side in reverse. We have the king. Sorry to move it around. But the King of Swords on this side in the reverse. That is right. Yeah. And then we have the Star card on that side in the upright. So this is an opportunity. Good stuff. We have the Page of Cups on that side in reverse. And then we have the Moon card on this side, kind of at a horizontal. And I think that's it. So I don't know if this is just like a consistent theme right now, but I definitely feel. Oh, hold on, give me a second. Did it just? I hate when it does that. Okay. It's like my pop-ups come on my computer to do something, and I'm just like, oh, you just messed everything up. But I get a feel for some anxiety or some lack of protection coming through. I get this. It's not a stilled energy. I get somebody that they're dealing with is, I don't want to say like a pain in the butt, but their energy is unstable, and that's frustrating. And I'll explain that in a second. I see like a father figure who is just, it's not that they let them down, but for some reason they're not able to provide the support or some kind of, they're not able to provide the full, I get like promise. So like protection, full armor, something of, there's like a flank, like there's something exposed. So they're not fully covered, they're not fully protected because this person can't do it for some reason. Doesn't make them a bad person or individual. It's just saying that for whatever reason, there's some kind of circumstance where your child has to fend for themselves, or there's a flank exposed. There's some kind of energy that is stilled. So this is comforting to me because the moon can, change with the tide. It can cause the tide to change. So it's almost like something is like arrested. Some emotions are arrested. And with this Fool card, normally the Fool is like, yay, let's go. Let's do this thing. But when it's in reverse, it's like this, but I want to, I want to go, but something is like, just hold on for a second, just wait. So let's find out what's going on with your 5 childs, your children's. Start here with the Fool. Okay, so it says, rather than doing what seems reasonable, logical, and safe, the Fool epitomizes the idea of taking a leap of faith through success. Or no, though success is an ideal outcome, it's the leap itself that matters most. The Fool goes from experience to experience in a serendipitous way. Every turn along his path adds to his wisdom. Choose to be bold and foolish if you want to make progress with your own path. And this could be that they are being a level of practical, but I almost feel like there's something in them that wants to, like they want to be whimsical, they want to be free, they want to just go, but something is telling them, okay, I know you feel that way, but you really need to practice some balance. Um, Something is asking them to be a little bit more prepared, logical, to plan stuff out this week. Let's go to the King of Swords. And if you don't have this deck and you're interested in tarot, I highly recommend getting it. The cards are beautiful. The illustrations are really nice. And on top of that, you get like 4 messages for $20 from each card. You can't beat that. I'm a Sagittarian and we're cheap. It's like we like a bargain. It says this is a man who has learned to master his temper through long years of self-discipline. He thinks things through rather than acting impulsively. He is well respected as someone who can be trusted to tell the truth, whether it's what you want to hear or not. His idea of evil is to betray the trust of those who believe your word. He will never break an oath. He is not likely to forgive an oath breaker. So the fact that this is in the reverse, I just feel like there's somebody is not going to do what they said they're going to do. Exactly what I was saying. Like there's an exposure of the flank. So your child may have to just cover their backside because for some reason this person can't protect them. This person can't do what they said they were going to do. This person is like just going to, not because they want to, but something comes over them where they can't, they fall through, or they plans fall through, their commitment falls through, their ability to do what they had hoped, they're not going to be able to do it. So this week, just, somebody can't do it. So just keep that in mind. Your child will have to protect themselves this week. The Star card, and then we'll go to the Moon because those are both in the same spot. Okay. So I know that this one means like there's an opportunity. It says a breakthrough is coming, more powerful than you imagined or dared to hope. Everything is falling into place. Harmony is being restored. Your task now is to receive the flowing blessing with a thankful heart. When you heed the calling of your highest self, you can expect miracles. So this is beautiful. So it doesn't matter. And I'll explain this. Because the fact that this is here, it doesn't matter what the hell your child is dealing with this week. This card just told you everything is falling into place. Harmony will be restored. Your breakthrough is coming. So yeah, this stuff is happening, but don't worry about it because this is on the other side of that, literally. This is on that side. So this is coming. And then the Moon right there after, it says everything looks different by the moonlight. More significantly, we see everything, we look at everything differently by moonlight. The dark waters of the unconscious can't be navigated by reason or rationality. Your lunar awareness is heightened now. Hark to your dreams and encourage them. Make a framework in your life that places importance upon sleep and the dream space. The Moon calls forth your intuition and instinct, the white dog and the red dog, because there are things you need to know now that only can be known by moonlight. So things look different at night, but it's like your child's ability to see that. It's almost like this is going to be put through a practical lens. They're not going to be able, how do I want to say this? If the Moon is about intuition, if the Moon is about feeling and all this like space stuff and fluidity, there's some kind of rigidness that's not going to allow it to happen to that fullest extent. So it's going to be tempered with practicality, logic. So it's still effective, it's still laser pointed, because you see, it's almost like chopsticks. Like it's like, hold on, moon. No, you don't. You're not just gonna fly off somewhere. The towers are keeping the moon from doing its thing. I know more than a few Pisces, so I kind of joke with Pisces. And my child is a Pisces, so I understand. But they're not, woo, like they can't do that. It's like, no, we need some practicality right now. And so that's what's happening. Your child's intuition is on point. They see things, but there's a part of them that is going to tell them, don't get too carried away. Here is the practical application of everything that you are feeling right now, if that makes sense. And let's jump into this page, because that is somebody who is just looking at this page. Pages are already irritating. They're immature. Knights are immature. And the fact that it is a page of chalices, a page of cups, this person is like emotionally like unstable, which as a Capricorn moon irritates the heck out of me. And I'm just like, who is this person? They're just, anyway, they ain't got their stuff together. And it's fresh. It just, even just looking at, knowing what this card means, I'm irritated. In the upright, it says, the young man still standing at the shore's edge gazes upon the multitude of stars. I'll get it closer so you can see it. The ocean at night has deepened in color, and the knave's cloak. This person's inner self and outer self are pretty much one and the same at this stage. The inner self is just a bit darker. He keeps his moodiness. Yeah. He keeps his moodiness to himself, and the more tender emotions that may be too vulnerable to the roughness of the world. The turtle offers a clue as to why. Sea turtles are old souls that have been swimming in dark waters for many lifetimes. When it feels threatened, it withdraws into its shell. For this person, it feels safer to stay in its shell. Over time, he may learn that gentleness doesn't mean weakness. This person is showing their butt. And it's like, this makes sense to me. Whoever this is to your child, you see, okay, so if the turtle goes into its shell when it's withdrawn, to me, this turtle is trying to get the heck out of here because this person is unstable. 2, this turtle would be on its back. So however unsettled, and this person is not keeping their immature emotions to themselves, this turtle is now on its back. So this person is toxic. Whoever this is for, I can't say that it's for everybody. This person, I want to say this person is an asshole. Like, this is a jerk. This is a jerk. I know, me personally, I know who exactly this is for me. I know who exactly this is. But anyway, I know who exactly that is. It's so cute. And it's irritating. I don't know if you know about tarot and the waves and everything. That person is just an irritant. So nevertheless, there's opportunities, and there's opportunities to go, and it's asked to be tempered. Just, they're going to do stuff practically. The dreams and visions that they're getting this week, this is a very magical week for your fire child, your Leo, your Sagittarian, your Aries. This is a very thought-provoked week. Like they're thinking, they're planning. There's a lot of innovation with their brains. They have to be mindful that something is not going to come through. Something just can't come through. And it's not at any fault to the other person. It's just, it is what it is, but it's okay and it's going to work out. Now they do have some kind of person who is irritating. Now, whether this person comes in contact with them, whether this is a motivation or a source or something, I think this could be in their head, your child's head, like they're thinking of this person, or this person could either this person could come, like they can manifest this person out. Like if this person is in their thoughts, they will have an instance where they have to deal with this person, or they see this person or something with this person this week. I could be wrong, but I'm just sensing that. But this isn't anything to be totally alarmed with, but just to be mindful that somebody's not going to be able to help or fall or protect them. They got to figure out another plan, and that's fine. But don't worry about it, because everything is happening the way that it should. And in the meantime, they're going to get some spiritual messages to help them, manifest that. So I don't know. That's whatever. Moving on to the moon deck. Did I do this first? No, I did this one. Did I do this one first? I think I did the moon deck. I don't remember. No, I did the moon deck first. Okay. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let me know if you are waiting for, if I've, covered your sign already, or if you're waiting for the earth or the water children, or the air signs. Let me know. And thank you again for watching. It means a lot. All right. Okay. What is the messages for our earth sign? Oh, no, I'm so sorry. Spirit guides, we're talking about fire children. Messages for the moon. For our okay. Nice. This is cool. So your fire child, something is beginning. So it says a new romantic cycle begins. Now, keep in mind, yes, we are still in Libra season, Libra sun season. I don't know. Mars is in Libra, I believe. I don't know where the moon is. I think we could have a new moon in Scorpio or something soon. I'm not quite sure. But that would make sense too, because Scorpio isn't too far away. But it's just saying a new romantic cycle begins. So I would even say this applies directly to romance, although if you have adult children, it can. But I would just say that something fresh, a renewal, a healing, something that brings joy in life to your child is coming. So it's like this freshness, this like this thing that brings them joy, something of balance, something that fills their cup, something that makes them feel special, that is coming this upcoming week in October. And they have this in reverse. So this is a new moon in Leo. So something is manifesting, because when we have this card, new moon is setting your intention. When it's in reverse, I'm taking it that it means the opposite, which means manifestation. So it says confidence is your key to success. Confidence is your key to success. Confidence is your key to success. You're manifesting something, but you're going inward. I really feel that while something good and new is starting, I almost feel like there's a level of growth, like inner growth, like your child is pulling something inward. Like almost feel like a funnel. And if you're a mom, you've given birth, you're like pushing something out in order for it to manifest. So it's like something is getting churned and deepened and compacted within your child for it to manifest. If that makes sense. Anything else? Something is coming out. Oh, like almost insecurity maybe is coming out. I don't know if I wouldn't want to go so far to say like and this insecurity is manifesting, although that's possible. Whatever pain, whatever trauma, whatever insecurity, whatever hurt, whatever all this other stuff, I feel like it's coming out of your child and they're either getting rid of it, but it's being used and almost like, I don't want to say manifested, but it's being used for a creative purpose. Leo, the fifth house is a house of creativity. So I feel like they're to make a long story short, they're taking something negative and turning it into something positive, manifesting it into something positive. Okay, I'll say that for some. Like I'm not getting a strong read on the insecurity part, but I am definitely getting a drawing inward and pushing out. So there's something that they're doing this, like reevaluating insecurity, but there's definitely this inwardness and something being pushed out for good. So it's not like hurt, it's not pain, they're not trying to get rid of something. That's what I'm feeling. Okay. Almost done here for fire signs. Then we got 2 more. We're already almost at an hour. Yes. So this will probably be a almost 2 hour live, which is fine. It's all good. Okay. Anything else? Then I'm gonna go eat, which is like one of my favorite things to do. I like to eat. Okay. Is that it? Any other cards for our fire signs? There may be a clarifier. Anything else? Okay. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, they need to go inward. Like there's something definitely being withheld. Like this is a time for them to really go inward. So they have the truth be told card in reverse, which means obviously the truth is not being told. It could possibly be a lie or something that's being hidden and not being brought forth into the light, something that's not being disclosed. And they also have exchanging gifts in reverse, which means that there is a stoppage of the flow of energy and something is like being drawn inward. So I definitely feel that your child, for whatever reason, they're withholding something. That for this upcoming week, there's definitely, yeah, they may find themselves in a position this week where they are just not participating. Like it's a non-participatory attitude. There's no desire to participate. Their energy is on reserve. Like they just want to kind of stay to themselves. They're not going to disclose information if they're in a position like at school where the teacher may like, well, how do you feel, Susie, about X, Y, and Z? Your child is going to give them a blanket statement like, oh, it's cool. They're not going to share. And I almost feel like that's what they need to do. Like it's not coming from a place of they're being secretive. It's not coming from a place of sorrow or shame. It's just they don't want to participate. They're like, no, thank you. I'm done. I don't want to be bothered. And that's okay. I get that. So this is weird. But the book says, like, be careful what you pray for because you might just get it and then realize that you don't want to pay the hefty price tag that comes with it. You may find yourself in a situation you've always desired, but know you will have to walk away from it or even fail because you can't pay the dues at this time. Is this the right one? Yeah, I guess it is. It says if you want to be a famous musician, you have to practice your craft every day. If you want to be a millionaire, you have to be responsible for managing the money and paying for the taxes. Even a windfall bears cost. Another message here reminds you that being only the giver and not the receiver plays out in many relationships. You may find yourself in the victim mode, codependency. Others may push you to continue to prove yourself. This is a time, yes. So here's the point. It says this has come to distance yourself from this kind of imbalance. Be aware of the need to both give and take is the first step in your true destiny. It's all good. It gets better. Not only can you handle this, but you can flourish as a result of it. Giving and not receiving, being mindful of who to give to, but I could be wrong, but I feel like there's this distance, like there's this desire to not participate. And with this other one, again, I like to look at these for clarity. 14. I thought this was closer. And I know that one just means where you being dishonest with yourself. That's all. Okay. So finally, that is all the messages for your children, dad and mom of fire signs. And I do make a point on purpose to mention men first, than women, not because I'm an anti-woman, but I understand that a lot of our society in many ways downplays men and, doesn't, it's almost like it emasculates, we always hear about moms first when it comes to families, and dads play an important role too in our families. And I just want to, as best as I can and that I know how, to just honor men and say, hey, thank you for watching. We see you. We see how everything else is going in the world and how you can't be a man and you got toxic masculinity and all this other crap. And, if you do this, and I'm not condoning, I'm not saying that I'm saying like abuse is okay. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just, men can't be free. They have to be strong, and they get mocked if they're sensitive. They're just put in this really tiny box, and a lot of times women, we put them there. Just saying. And a lot of times we women, when it comes to dealing with our relationships with men, we put ourselves in that position too. So, you know, can't always, you know, play both sides like that. Not men do it too, so it's not like one does it more than the other. It's just when you know better, do better. That's all. All right. Fathers and mothers of our fire signs. Let's see what we got. And how is this? You know, ooh, just popped out. Do we have another one? You know, is this too long? You know, please comment. Let me know what you guys think, because I do not do these. I'm like an hour. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? An hour on YouTube. I'd rather just do this in 10 minutes and go do something else. You know, not that I'm just a Sagittarius. I don't like, even though I'm long-winded as a talker, I don't have patience to do things for long periods of time. Ooh, and that's, oh, nice. If I'm, you know, if it's my thing. If it's my thing, then yes, I can do it all day. But there's certain things where it's like, okay, I just want to get this done. Go and move on to the next thing. Okay. In true Sagittarian, honest fashion, just tell you the truth. There's another card that I got to share with you guys for the parents. There's another, like, not wisdom oracle, but there's another relationship card in this deck that needs to come up that I have to share with you guys for parents. Okay. Is that it? Do we have another one? I think that's it. Okay. Okay. So we have the honeymoon card in reverse, and we'll get to that in a second. Okay. So the first card that came out, healing family issues in the upright. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So this is parents of our fire signs. So it could be, it says family issues. It can be specific to family issues. I'm really just trying to feel if there's anything else. You may need to heal, like, it is. It's like you need to heal with your parents because that connection is affecting you with your own children. So I feel like if you are a parent, like if you are a fire sign and you're a parent, or if it says that your love life benefits when you forgive your parents, but I honestly feel just all your relationships, your love life. I mean, it's not just like your romantic life, even though that's possible. Your whole life is love. Like, that's why we're here. We're here for the purpose and service of love. So your whole love life benefits when you heal the pain of your relationship connections with other people. It could be your parents. It could be yourself. It could be an aunt or an uncle. But I really feel like there's some kind of family connection, some blood connection, some tie that you have with other members in your family that will benefit your relationship with yourself, your kids, everybody else that you interact with, because you're dealing with the pain. So yes, there is a pain in your past, in your relationships with your close connections that you need to deal with, because that's going to heal your ability to connect. It's going to take away the block that's hindered you from connecting with other people. Yes, and you're also being encouraged to make the effort. Seriously. So for somebody, this is confirmation. And it's not going to be easy. No, it's not, because you got the honeymoon card in reverse, just telling you. So it says, great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. And this is important. This relationship, these connections need to be healed. And like I said, no, it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be blissful. It says, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. No, it's not going to feel comfortable. It's going to take work. But it is going to benefit everybody involved, because that's what the message is, to heal those connections so that you can, your life can benefit from it. Okay. So that's that. Yeah, that's the final message for our earth fire. Well, not our earth fire, but our fire child. So let's move on to the next deck. We're already over an hour. So let's see. We've been apart for like what? It feels like 3 weeks, as I know I missed the first week, and then I missed last week. And, usually I try to get these done on Friday, and I already was behind the Friday. So I'm just like, oh no, I can't let this happen again. So now we got messages for our water babies, and that is our Cancer, our cardinal Cancer, our fixed, okay. Oh my gosh, and we pulled Cancer's card, the Chariot. Yes, fixed Scorpios. I don't know why I always forget Scorpios. It's like, I think of Aquarians for the water sign, but that's not it. I think of Virgos because Virgos are fixed, So my apologies, Scorpios. For some reason, my brain forgets. I don't know why. Perhaps I do, because I do have a Scorpio that I forget, or that I think about, that I try to forget. Anyway, it's like, you are not worth my time. Anyway, all right, Scorpios, Cancers, and Pisces children. Let's see what the messages are for our water babies. What messages do you have, Spirit, for our Cancer babies, our Scorpio babies, and our Pisces babies? All the children. That may be it. Okay, maybe not. Anything else? Because that feels like a heavy message right there. Oof. Okay, anything else? One more. That somebody is. Ooh, yeah. There's one more. One more message. One more card. That fire. There is they have the Queen of Wands, and I could be wrong, but for some of your fire kids, I'm sorry, for some of your water children, they have it's an irritant to them. It's an irritant because you get this fire energy, and the queen is not in a good mood, and she's just getting in their ass about something. So maybe it's a parent. Maybe you're the fire mom. Maybe you're very passionate about something. Or maybe it's a teacher, or maybe if they're an adult, it's a boss or a relationship, or some kind of fiery personality that is not pleased can possibly just be very stubborn, and it's just like giving it, like, yeah, like giving it to your child, like just, I wouldn't even say give them a hard time, but just really putting the like the pressure on them. I could be wrong, because I feel emotions when I say stuff. I feel it, and it's exhausting. It is. It's exhausting. I feel worn out just looking at that card. I don't know why, but I feel steam. I feel sweaty, and not even literally. Just thinking about water and that fire. That person is giving it to them. Like that person is like really. It could be a bully. I mean, it could be somebody who's just really getting under their skin. I don't know. I can't. It's relentless. It is. It's like, it really, that person is getting in their ass. Like, and I don't know if it's justified. I can't say that your child pissed them off and that's why they're getting it. That person is really giving it to them. Or they stirred the wrong pot. Like they made a small mistake and that person is really just going in like, you will not do this again. Yep. Are we done? Is there more cards? There could be. I think we're done. Okay. So we have Cancer card. There is a decision. There's somebody, it's a heavy, worn out, like somebody is not happy energy. That was down like that. Yes. Okay. So we got the Chariot, the Cancer card on that side, that way. We got the 5 of Swords. So there is some kind of conflict, argument, where somebody is like, yeah, I won. And it's one-sided. Somebody won. And it's like, I don't think it's not that they don't care. It's almost like they're so disconnected that they're not even aware. Like, I feel like I get like the sense of paper, like so shallow, like so like, not even, it's like a blip. Like they're not even really thinking about it. Let me see. Your child can't see something. They're having a difficult time seeing clearly. It's in their head. They have the 7 of Wands. So I almost feel like there's some kind of like defeat. And they're in there. It's a defeat. They're in their mind about it. Even though it's a Wands card, there's some kind of like passion that's lost. It's like a sadness, a withdrawal. They have the Empress card in reverse. I think this is the Empress. Yes. Wow. They got the Empress and the Emperor in reverse on that side, both of them. Could be dealing with somebody who is their true match. And I wouldn't even say like, not even, there's somebody that is their equal or their peer. or if it's a relationship, it's their match. I get a sense that there is maybe some conflict, that there's a tiredness for some. Um, your little guy is, your girl or your child is just tired, energy drained. They don't want to play. Like they don't. They just want to withdraw. They don't want to play. Like they just. I'm done. Like they don't want to do it. They're tired. Um, and I almost feel like with the Chariot, they want to go away, but they can't. Something is keeping them from getting away. It's like they can't move. Like either they can't move forward if they're an adult. Something is stuck. They want to make progress, perhaps. Like that's one interpretation. Either there's some kind of progression, there's some kind of moving forward that like they desire, but there is circumstantially a hindrance that's not allowing them to do it. So this is going to be fun. This is going to be another. It's not going to be an hour. It's like I almost feel like it's going to be another hour just to decipher this one. So we got the 8 of Wands or 8 of Swords. Obviously, your child is in denial. Okay. I'm like trying to get a sense of what this is saying for your kids. They know something is up. They want to be like their head is in the clouds. They want to ignore the reality of something. But they know that they're bound and they're blindfolded. And they want to pretend that, oh, I'm just someone in a magical forest. Oh, we're playing a game of hide and seek. That's what they are thinking. They don't want to come to terms with reality, with something. With the younger ones, it could be as simple as them wiping their butt. Like it's time for you to grow up. It's time for you to sleep in your big boy bed. No more bottle. Or it could be something really heavy. It's like, okay, mom and dad are separating. Or you got to get a job. It's time for you to get out. You've lived here long enough. Or you're not going to have a rap career. You gotta go to school. Something like that where it hurts. They know that they're not where they're supposed to be. They know that whatever they're feeling and thinking in their mind, they're in denial. They know what's up, but they don't want to receive it. They don't want to take ownership of it. It says you can't stay here. You can't stay where you are forever, and refusing to look directly at your circumstances. And refusing to look directly at your circumstances only prolongs the problem. Consider how you can find support to face your reality if you can't face it on your own. I really feel that this is you, Mom. Whoever this woman is, you're sick of it. And if you have a really little one, that's how they see you. You're not going to be that harsh on them. You're not, because you love them too much. Your mama. you're going to make sure that they're okay. But whatever the circumstance is, they know that you're not happy. And that pain, like that reality of like, oh crap, I've upset mommy. That's that feeling and that vibration that they may feel, whoever this is. Now, this could be you if you have a little one, if your child is an adult, and it could be male or female. But this is somebody who has like that nurturing quality for your child, and they are getting in their ass. They're like, this is unacceptable. I will not put up with this. They're putting that person in their place. And the feeling of that, like they know that they're wrong. Your child knows that they need to do better. This mama does not, whoever this woman is, she is serious. She does not play. Whoever this woman is, she's not having it at all. Nothing. It says, a queen in fiery garb sits upon a throne of woven branches at the roots. She's holding a living wand in her right hand. Behind her is a dense forest that forms a protective wall. The queen's eyes are closed as she turns her focus inward. Oh, you can't even see that. I'm sorry. Her upright posture and bare feet on the earth denote channeling a powerful energy. This is a woman who can work magic. She knows how to work with nature's life force that's all around us, as well as prana, cosmic energy. When she chooses, she draws friends and lovers like a magnet. Others try to emulate her allure, but her power comes from genuine warmth and charm that cannot be faked, duplicated. When you piss this woman off, she is coming for your ass. She will get you. So whoever that person is, she's not having it. Whoever she is. Just saying. Anyway. Let's go to the Seven of Wands. Okay, just to clarify. Yes, so in the upright, it says, a wise person learns both from his success. Yeah, I can't even see that. From his success and failures. Defeat is an obvious teacher. We learn about strategy, how to improve our skills, what was lacking in our performance, and so on and so forth. Learning from victory is more subtle. Lessons include humility, compassion, generosity of spirit, and gratefulness. So this is it's like this person has had some successes and some failures in the upright. Either this person has not learned from them, but I really feel like heavily that this is it's just like the walls. Like I can't put this in words. This is internalized. So regardless of what happened, this person may just be internalizing what they're feeling. That they see it as a defeat, and they're not seeing how they still have some successes. I think they're so focused on the pain and the defeat that they can't see the other side of it. This is too heavy, it's too much. Let's go to, there's definitely it's a conflict. It's emotional conflict. Whatever it is with your child this week, it is definitely some kind of emotional thing with another person. Let me see. So with these two cards, like the Empress in the reverse, it's like generosity, abundance is still implied, much like the Star card on the other side. But it's like look towards the future. Like you there's something that you're missing. There's something that you need to do. Look at the bigger picture. If you want happiness to last, take it seriously. There's some work that you got to do. Gratefulness is is the door through which happiness enters. There's something that you need to do, you know, to keep this thing going. And then with this, it's like you do a lot, but you burn yourself out. It could be like a yin and yang. Um, hmm. There's an element of growth and change. Let me see. There's just some introspection that needs to be done. You know, there's something that wants to come to their child, like to your child. Like there's some goodness. They are a hard worker. They do things well, but they need to do some changing in order to for some things to continue to grow. They need to look at their shadow side. And it's like a point in the other card. They need to look at their shadow side as well as look at the things that they're not paying attention to. Yes, both of them. Look at the things that they're ignoring. Let's go to this. Give me a second. The Chariot. The more mystical nature of your journey is demanding attention. And if you've been focused on the mundane details, how to get from point A to point B, the importance of this transition could be missed. Continue forward along your chosen path, but listen to your intuition more than your logic. Be aware of what's holding you back. You may not have even noticed that you are now free. Yes. Yes, it's like I say stuff, but I look at the book for clarification. So it's like I was saying, something is stuck, something is keeping them from moving forward. Watermelon. Okay, for now. Watermelon. I hear if you say watermelon, it'll stop your sneeze. There's just something that they need to be aware of. There's something that's blocking their awareness. This whole thing can be summarized in that there's just something blocking your child's awareness. And somebody is getting in their ass because of it. That's what all these things are saying. There's something that they're not seeing. You know, there's something that they need to do. There's something that they're not seeing. They're caught up and they're looking at their failures. There's something that they're not seeing. You know, there's something that's holding them back. Some kind of blockage. Let's move on to the Five of Swords. And we're not even done. We're going on like 3 hours. I'm sure of it. Because I've only gotten these cards and I have other cards to get for the water signs. So when you have this side, it says victory comes at a price that may seem too dear for the rewards. Psychologically, you may be feeling depleted, especially if the struggle has made you doubt your ethical center. Winning a battle you're not completely convinced was righteous only gives satisfaction in the moment. I just feel like they need to check themselves. They're not facing their truth. They don't want to look at the reality of something. And it's like this dream state, like, yeah, I'm going to be a baller, or, you know, whatever the case may be. Like they think that they are in a position where everything is okay. There's like they feel they're under the illusion that they're successful. But there is so much here that for whatever reason, and I don't know who this is for, this may not be for everybody, but there is so much here that your child is not seeing. Like they are choosing for whatever reason, like if something is missing their attention, like there's a block that is keeping them from being able to see stuff for what it is. And meanwhile, they have this person right here who is just getting in their behind, telling them, no, that is not the case. That you're wrong. Like, no. And I'm saying this more so for adults. This is more so like a voice of reason, truth, and just saying, you need to get your stuff together. Like this is the voice that is telling them X, Y, and Z. This is the person that is pointing out the areas where they haven't seen it. So it's like, if your child can't figure it out, don't worry about it, because they have this person. Give me a second, because Adobe just reminded me that I need to download something, which I'm not. If they're in the dark and they're in denial, this person is telling them where they're in denial, saying, nope, like you need to do X, Y, and Z. So that's what that is. Let me know how that resonates for you guys throughout the week. Usually when I am having a trying week, that's when my energy is a lot stronger and more potent, which is why I like doing readings. When I'm upset, I don't know if cathartic is the right word. It helps me not focus on my own stuff. And it helps me to channel that energy. And because it's all like mental, emotional, passion, fire, whatever, all that intuition, it's almost like either Dragon Ball Z or the Airbender or whatever. It intensifies, and it's great. And I pass all those savings to you. All that good energy. Hang in there, air signs. We're getting to you. So, what messages for our water children? And I think this is also another reason why I just prefer to do condensed versions of messages, because I like to value people's time. I know I like to get in and out. I like readers who can get to the point and just tell me what I need to know. And then that's it. But not everybody is like me. Yeah. Your child has adjustments are required. You got a third quarter moon. So they're almost there. They're almost to the full, trying to adjust this. Adjustments are required. There's something that your child has to do. They have that person, that fire person, is a catalyst to get them to change their mind and to get them to see something differently. And they need to make some adjustments. So they have the disseminating moon in reverse. It says take time to breathe. I want to get a little bit of clarity on that one. Because if it's in reverse, I don't want to say like, don't be in a, and maybe it's just like, don't be too daydreamy and wishy-washy. There's a level of practicality that needs to come to their actions. 34. Yeah. So it's saying like avoid falling into a slump. It's time for you to share your wisdom. You need to take some time out for yourself, for your own good. in this upright, it's like I am where I am and it's okay. And it's almost like they need to come to grips, have, it's like take stock of reality of where they truly are. And they really, it's not you they need to come to terms with reality. It's not a time to be wishy-washy and daydream and go hide and be in their mystical, magical land. No, this is like, okay, breathe for the purpose of like coming to and having an awareness of you need to get your stuff in order. And that's what it's saying in reverse. So yes, these readings are for kids. I'm using adult language in hopes that that will help you better like see how it's going to work out for your particular child. And also because we are someone's child, these also apply to adults and whatever they're dealing with as well. So parents of our water signs, the message, let's see what the universe has for you guys. And again, I appreciate you guys watching and liking and sharing and subscribing so very much. And it lets me know especially when you guys do that, that you value what I'm doing. I want to thank everybody. Right now, we're at this time, 90 subscribers. That's great. I am so grateful for each and every one. I'm just going to put that. It's like the trust card needs to come out. Yep. And there's some insecurity there. I don't know. I mean, this could also pertain to your child, but you guys have a situation where you have to trust something. And what other messages do you have for our parents of our water signs? So yes, thank you for everybody subscribing. We have 90 subscribers right now. And ooh, that's a lot of cards. That's a lot of cards. Is that necessary? Ooh. Okay, nope. Let's see. Okay. This is a storyline. I'm going to run with it. Okay. First card that comes out. Now, this may not apply to all of you. And this is just my interpretation, so I don't know everything. So you have a situation that involves trust and that needs for you to trust a situation. It says this situation is calling for you to have faith. On top of that, you have a separation. I do not know what that means. I don't know if that is either a separation from your significant other, like the literal separation, or you need to take time out for yourself. You need to take time away from your work, your craft. You need some time to yourself to kind of figure out what is going on with you, and so that you can build that faith to trust the situation. It says time apart from your partner is on the horizon. You could, just a situation, it could be your partner or a situation that you're dealing with. There's some separation, you getting away from the rest of the world so that you can focus on what you need to do. There is no new love. You got new love in reverse. It says a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. So I see, if anything, you are channeling that extra energy into yourself for creative pursuits, investing in you. Were these all? Yes. Yes. So you do have right after that soulmate. So it almost feels like this is a story. So you got to trust something. There's a separation. There is no new love. Like, this is a time for you to invest in yourself. But you have a soulmate coming. And it says, yes, this is your soulmate. Which is kind of weird. It's like, no, it's not. You don't have a new love. A new person has stirred your. It's like, no. So maybe it's not a new person for some of you. But maybe it could be somebody that you know. But I don't even really feel like it's a romance. I feel that you're taking time out for yourself and you were loving yourself. Now, for some of you, yes, it could be it's not somebody new, but it's somebody that you already have a connection with. That, it could be the person that you're separated with, perhaps. If this is a soulmate. But it's not anybody new. So it's either no new energy is coming in, it's existing energy, whether it's the energy from within yourself that you're cultivating or a romantic a relationship with somebody else, but that you already know them, that you already have a connection with. It's time to clear some energy, to release your ex. It says the time has come. I just said that. It's time to clear your energy. So in order for you to receive, to heal, not even for if there is another person coming into your life, but for yourself, get rid of the baggage. If you're separating, if it's separating with your ex, or if it's an old ex, but whatever, I just feel like you need to take time to yourself, away from everybody else, to heal and release the baggage. Yes, and you are not calling in your soulmate. So it could be just you loving on yourself. It says your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. And you have this card in reverse. So for some of you, and I'm not trying to do the whole story, your ex is not your soulmate, but maybe it's somebody else that you know that is your soulmate. So it's nobody new, or you're releasing your ex. No, they're not coming back because they weren't your soulmate, or it's like there's no new love. You're loving on yourself. You're getting rid of the baggage. Nobody else is coming in during this time until you heal your heart. There is no wedding. So no, it's a no. There's no reconciliation with this person. This situation does not involve marriage. This person is not marriage material. They're not for you, and you guys don't have chemistry. It says there is no strong magnetic attraction. And this is funny because if I'm honest with myself, I am a parent of a water child, a water baby, and all of this makes sense for me. Maybe I'm just pulling cards for myself tonight. I don't know. But yeah, that is for parents this is for our children. But yes, parents, for those of you who are tuning in and you have water signs, that message was for your children, for you to listen to and have insight on how you can connect with them. Okay, thank you so much, parents of air children, for patiently waiting. We are going to hit that over 2 hour mark, but we are finally now getting to your sign. So this is for our, last but definitely not least, our cardinal Libras. Thank you for waiting, parents of Libras. We got our fixed Aquarians, parents of Aquarians. Thank you so much for waiting. And our parents of our beautiful Geminis. We appreciate you and thank you so much for waiting. So, and thank you for watching this the whole time, whether you are a moderator from YouTube or a parent watching this whole video for the whole duration. Thank you for watching this. This means a lot. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. All right. Messages from the universe. Spirit, what do you have for our air kids? Thank you. Oh, okay. Yay! Nice. Very peaceful message, I feel. Messages, okay. Messages for our air children. What messages do you have, universe? I'm like, me personally, I don't know about you guys, but I don't like the Tower card. I'm like, anything but the Tower card. Oh God, please, not the Tower. Anything but the Tower, please. That's just my brain. All right. Any more messages for our Libras, our Aquarians, and our Geminis? Gemini. I feel like I just said Gemini. Gemini. Go ahead down there, Gemini, and get you such and such rock candy from the corner store. The Cracker Barrel. All right, do we have any more messages? Messages. And card make one of these. I've seen that before. All right. More messages for our air signs, and then it may just not have anything, you know. We've exhausted like the full over 2 hours talking about everybody else. The air signs may just be like, no, we ain't got nothing to say. Anything else? That may be it. Oh, that's a lot of cards. One more. Is there one more card? I feel like there's like just one more message. Like to, here we go. Nice. To tap it all off. Because at first I was like, oh, where's all the air? Where's the swords? I got cups, I got pentacles, I got wands. I don't see no swords. What's going on? I see a lot of swords. Like everything that I pulled out, like that came out, that's them. Swords. We just got swords. All right. So something is icy. Something is I can't say I get a bad feeling about it, but there is like a level of heaviness. And I almost want to say that it's either internalized and not real, or it could be external. Like it's somebody else either making them feel this way or perceiving. No, not perceiving. It's not their thoughts. It's somebody like projecting their thoughts onto your child, or perhaps your child is internalizing it. But I definitely get like it's circumstantial, and I almost feel like it's somehow something happens where it affects your child. Okay, so that's good. We got that there. We got a lot of stuff. A lot of wands. Okay. Almost get like walking away. Yeah. Look at this. So you got backs. You got another back. This card is like the back of the card. Like this is the front of it. And on the other side, that's what it looks like. But that's how your child got it. It's nighttime. It's dusk. Like, I kid you not, I showed you those cards. It's a heavy feeling. It is a heavy feeling. See how the sun is setting? See how it's getting darker? It's a heaviness. It's having to accept the reality of something. It's having to deal with something on their own. They are now responsible for it. Like, it's not, how do I want to say? Now this one, even though this is nighttime, this one is the opposite. It still has like yes, okay, so the sun could be just coming up for this person. To me, it still feels like dusk. And but all of these cards, dark, 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 dark. Like, there's no happiness. So it's definitely a heavy energy. But we'll see. That's just how it feels. All right, so let's get into this, please, because this is going to take a while. Yeah, when it's like this, it's talking about don't dwell on missed opportunities. And I feel like, for whatever reason, I feel like they just let something go. I thought I said that, but I just feel like when I see these cups are just being washed out to sea, and it's just like, go, like, just washing their hands of it. Like, I'm done with that. I don't want that anymore. It feels like a heaviness because you also have like this Knight of Pentacles, and then they're just trotting away, almost like they're tired. Like, in both of these cards, this talks about missed opportunities. They're not worried about it. They're like, just go. Like, I don't even care. This one talks about, he missed his chance. Like, he missed his chance for greatness. He wonders if it's too late. He doesn't care. Like, there's whatever it was for whoever this is, your child is just so tired. They're done with it. Like, it's not even, it's such an inconvenience. It's extended its welcome. Like, they don't even want it anymore. Like, it's gotten to the point where there is no reward. There's no value. There's nothing in it for them, where the reward is, get it away from me. Like, I'm so done with this. Just just go away. Like, that is the reward. Whatever opportunities, whatever greatness, whatever was attached to it, whatever they could have had, it's extended its times so far where they're just like, I'm done. Get it away from me. I don't even want it anymore. Like, and getting it away from them is the reward, is the joy. They have the Six of Pentacles. So many cards, I see. Goodness. And thanks for watching. Thank you, thank you. Did I just miss it? Yep. Okay. I don't think this was in reverse. No, it wasn't. It says your higher self is tapped into noble intentions now, and all should flow smoothly. Work with experts or a team to find the best way to use your resources for the greatest good. If you are the one in need of assistance, there are people in power who are ready to pitch in and support your endeavor. All the elements are coming together in their proper order. So perhaps something in the past tired them out, and now that that is like out of the way, now it's like, okay, now I can get some stuff done. And they have the magician card in reverse, not in reverse, just on the other side. Where it says, this is a threshold time for your endeavor, a time where new creation is trying to push through, deepen, and pull your energy inward. One of the tenets of magic is keep silent. If you find your endeavors are stalling and not progressing at your pace, move into the silent, dark place within you and focus. Magic requires concentration, freedom from distractions. The power is there, but you must bring it forth. So I feel like they're choosing to get rid of something, to abandon something, to cut something off, to let it go, so that they can focus their energy, and that support that they desire is coming forth to help them. There's definitely some stalled communication, so maybe something is being hindered from coming to them. Let's look at the Six of Wands and the Eight of Wands. Because the Eight of Wands and on that side and the upright, that talks about something coming to them. Like what you sent out in the world is coming back, and you better hope it's good, or that horse is gonna get you. It's like that horse is coming for you if it was something negative. But the fact that it's, like this on the side, I almost feel like it's something is going to be halted. It's almost like they have a pause. I get like grace, like there's a grace here. There's an opportunity of grace, a pause. So something is going to be delayed, like in a good way. So what they should have gotten, they're not going to get because they did something, but this is like on pause. And the Six of Wands, it's like a victory or something. I think this person is choosing to do the right thing. So I don't know how this pertains to children of all ages. It could be something as simple as, I don't want that anymore. And then the people come because of that, people come around them to help them support what it is that they want. They're being focused on what it is that they want. Some kind of not judgment, but some kind of thing that was supposed to come to them is on hold, and they are respecting the efforts of the people who are involved to help them get whatever this is. And then you got all this mental energy up here. So we have the two. I just feel like they have this in reverse. So I feel like stuff is calming down. You don't need this. Like it's saying all your inner focus is, you need all your inner focus to deal with the situation. You have help. You're good. Things are calming down. I just feel like when this is in reverse, it's like, no, you're good. You're not having things are it's singular. Like you don't have two things going on or whatever. We have the Knight. My nose is itchy. The Nine of Swords. So it says in like the dark night of the soul is coming to an end. But there's still some work here. So something is not over yet. They're not here, like they're not here anymore. Something is calming down. Something is still in process. I don't know what, I'll figure it out. Because these, I feel like these are tied to this. Or this is after this. Like there's some kind of connection here with those three cards and this. So I feel like these two happen first. These two happen next. And we'll figure out the other 5 cards. So then we have the Knight, not the Knight, we have the Page. And the Page of Swords, I appreciate their efforts, because you know this is a person who is not wearing any shoes, and they're like, yeah, I'm just gonna go for it, you know, like you ain't got no shoes on your feet and it's jagged. Why are you doing that? You know. But in this part, it says when we aren't able to see his aggressive facial expression, the knave seems slight and easily blown off course. His grip on his sword seems defensive and even desperate. The landscape below can be seen more clearly as ice and snow beginning to melt here. Dark clouds approach to blot out a blue sky. This is a person who worries about being able to cope, to be able to keep up with those he admires and wants to learn from. He's almost ready to ask for help, but requires patience, guidance to find a safe landing spot. So it looks like rocks here, and then I guess we can see, oh, that's snow, I guess. But it's in reverse. So I feel like, again, something is calming down, something is in transition, something is de-escalating. We got rid of something. Maybe it was a situation surrounding this, and now that that's out the way, the aftermath, like they're getting help, but the aftermath, okay, things are starting to cut down because they let something go. That's what it feels like. That's what it just feels like, because they said, I don't want that anymore. That's out of the way. Help can start to come in, and the storm, because that's what you got. That's what your child has. It's a lot of stormy weather. Now the storm can calm down. I think this person is just waiting, because it says, you know, when you have, and I love her. Like, I love the Queen of Swords. Like, she just looks like she's just gonna cut somebody's head off. She's a beast. And this one, I think she's just kind of waiting. It says she will hold a grudge until amends are made, but she will remember a favor forever and pay that debt when the time comes. So in this position, I just think that there is like still this this thing in waiting. So Here's what I'm thinking. Based on these cards, I don't have all the answers. This may or may not apply to you. Given the age of your child, and it could be an adult, something was so bad that it was better for them to get rid of it and cut their losses. When they did that, then it was like they were able to get their strength back and help came back to them. Now they learned some lessons. They learned to appreciate people, and either a judgment has been put on hold or something has been stopped, like paused while they, and look at this, it's a storm, like just kind of stormy weather, stormy. All these cards have like this storm in it. You see lightning. This was I mean, it hurt. Like this is alarming. This is, I won't say tragic, but I feel like the anxiety, like there was some tension. Like this was a serious moment for them, whatever it was. But my goodness, I'm dropping cards. Thankfully, that was put on hold. Man. Clean my floor. But anyway, but we can see that, you know, things are calming down. There is a coolness, a stillness, a peace. You know, it's not over. The dark night isn't over. There's still some work to be done. But now it's like this is the process that's happening afterwards. Things are kind of calming down, and this is halted while they do that. This judgment or whatever is halted because it's like they took the time to have gratitude. Let me know what you think in the comments, because I'm just interpreting cards. That's what I get. So let's hopefully I didn't. Okay. Let us continue with this reading. We will probably go over. I'd say we'll be done in less than 3 hours, unless I get really, like it's something really deep in the heart. But I'd say we should be done by 2:30, and by I mean a time set of 2 hours and 45 minutes. Good energy. I missed you guys very much so. I really don't like to be away. I missed my schedule, my routine of doing readings with you guys. And so whoever is watching, YouTube says that you're still there. So thank you. Thank you for watching for 2 hours. And it could just be, I mean, it could be something in their analytics that's wrong. And it says one person is there and it's not. But I've seen it when there's nobody there. So whoever that person is, thank you for watching. Really appreciate it very much. Okay. Messages from Spirit for our. Ooh, okay. That's it. I wish I could. I'm like, I guess I need to just sweep my floor since I'm worried so much about. I wanted to mop it, but anyway. Should I? Yeah, we'll just read it like that. Excuse me. Okay. So you got a new moon in Gemini. Makes sense. This is your sign. This is your child's sign. And some communication is coming in. So this is a new opportunity. This is an opportunity for to talk things out. Fresh start and communication. Communication is key. They could be discussing something with someone. This is the time to say, okay, hey, I'm sorry, I messed up. Or make amends if, maybe your child broke something, maybe they were dealing with the wrong crowd, and this is them just getting back on the path to make amends. And it's cool. They have a full moon in Aries, and it says a fiery climax approaches. So this is what it looks like in the upright. And because it's in reverse, this is a fresh start to also cool things down. So it's almost like both of these cards are saying, this kind of energy. It's a new moon, and we're just gonna, it's cool. We're taking things slow. It's not this fiery, intense energy. We're chilling. We're fixing things. We're getting things right for this upcoming week. So funny. Like, all those cards came out for parents of water signs, and it was just a whole little story. It made sense. Okay. I see that I would like 2 new cards, so I'm just not picking stuff. I know they apply. I feel better. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Come on. 4 air signs: Libra, Cardinal Libras, fixed Aquarians, and mutable Geminis. What are the messages that you have for them? Wisdom of the Oracle cards. Spirit, what would you say? What would you like to share? There we go. Anything else? Yay! Good times. They're working some stuff out. Anything else? I like it. I'll share what this card is in a second. They have the happy, happy card, which is almost like serendipitous. Like, you see this lady, she's like, woo! Almost like, I don't know, you can't see it clearly, but she reminds me to some extent of Tracy Ellis Ross. She's just like this whimsical character. Like, ooh, she doesn't have the rainbow, but she's just happy. She's free. Speaking of rainbow, I was watching the Mixed Dish, pilot episodes, and I noticed that they had changed the father from some other guy to Mark, the guy from Saved by the Bell. And so, because when I first saw it, I was like, wait a minute, was he the guy who looks different? I thought it was somebody else. I thought it was a different guy. And then when I had looked, they had said they had got a new male lead. And I was like, oh. And then I was really grateful because I really like, he's a good actor, in my opinion. And so it's nice to see him, back on TV, still working. And I think he compliments Tika Sumpter, her character, very well. Like, they have a better chemistry, where the other guy just seemed like really, it wasn't the same chemistry. It seemed like off. Like, you could feel like there was no connection there. So I think the cast is better supported with Mark's presence, because he just brings something different to the table. More quirkiness, more, energy, more liveliness, where the other guy just seemed like really dry. That's my opinion. Okay. Again, so something serendipitous, and then they have the time to go card. So it's like almost something is waiting. And let me look at this really briefly. 26. Are we close? No. Chamon. Almost. Okay. Yes, joy, contentment, a sense of fulfillment, feeling that all is well, which it is. And then we're going to 45. And that one is just endings, completion, walking away from something because there's nothing, else to learn or experience. And it's still, just like this card, when it was talking about, where is it? When it was talking about like, this is an ending. Yeah, like your 9 of Swords, the like completion, or not completion, that's the 10, but this is like, okay, 9 is like the ending, 10 is completion or whatnot. But something isn't ending. And then you have this card here where something is not ending. So it's like something is still in process, okay? So those messages are supported, like they're repeating themselves and saying the same thing. Or do you want to come out and talk to people? Perhaps. We shall see. We'll see if that comes out. So that's the messages for your child. And finally, parents of our air signs. What messages do you have? Okay. One more. Thank you so much. Okay. What do you have for dads and moms of our Libras, our Geminis, and our Aquarians? What messages do you have for whether it's their relationship, their love life, their personal? Okay. No. I mean, for some reason, I want to read it that way. But it did come out like that. So, okay. Anything else? Excuse me. Any other messages for... Oh, by the way, so I went to a home buying seminar. I guess that's it. Okay. Sorry, I'm just like, I really wish I cleaned my floor before I did this. It's not dirty, but my cards are falling on the floor. I'm like, I wish I had just swept my floor. So I really like that they're falling on the floor, and then there's crumbs and whatnot. Is there any other messages? But anyway, I went to a home buying seminar. KT Shelton was the realtor who hosted it, along with another company. I can't remember the names. It began with an F, and a mortgage company, independent mortgage company in Arizona, Phoenix, and also Liberty Mutual Insurance. So they hosted it. I say all that to say, we had Bobby Q's for lunch, and man, they have a mac and cheese that is like so good, like better than anything that I've had. And I wonder if this is real cheese. But anyway, it was so good. I had like a second helping, and I don't eat a lot of like heavy foods. So I like after the second helping, I almost couldn't finish it. Like I got the itis, and I'm like, dang it, trying to fight this sleep. I'm trying to fight this itis so I don't go to sleep while I'm driving. I gotta go home. So that's a story that I just wanted to share while I'm shuffling cards. I could have already had, what I needed pulled out. I think I may have got it. So is there any messages anymore? Is that it? Anything else? Anything else for our Cancer air signs? I think that may be it. Yep. I know something's supposed to come out. There we go. Okay. It's like you feel it. Like you know if there's another card that's supposed to come out. So that is in the reverse. Those two are in the upright. And we got this. So this may not apply to everyone, but the cards that came out, you have go ahead and make the romantic gesture. You have express your love. So I would like to say that this is express yourself. Like, don't hold back. Feel free. Don't feel like you have to limit yourself and how you feel. This could be just say what you need to say. Like, get it out. Get it off of your chest. Get it out. Let it go. Like, get it out. Like, hold nothing back. Now, this card came out, the deception card, and when it laid in front of me in the reverse. But something like this, it just made me feel like, I don't know. So it says someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship, or somebody is not being honest. Now, maybe this is, you think they're being dishonest and they're not, or somebody isn't being deceptive, but you should still keep your eye on them. Like, there's some level of deception here. There's something that isn't right. Like, there's something that is off. There's something that is not right. Something is off. I said that. I'll say it again. Keep your eye on this, because something is not what it says that it's supposed to be. And I feel like you are worth waiting for. Like it says, divine timing is at work in your love life. So, like, no, keep yourself covered. Don't open yourself up too much. It says, and these are kind of contradictory, where it's like, express your love, but just don't give too much. Just wait. You can express yourself up to an extent, but either that person isn't for you and you are worth waiting for better. Like, this is not the time to open yourself up fully, because there's some kind of level of codependency. It says addictions are affecting your romantic life. And with this deception card, like, that makes sense to me. And I almost feel like there's this desire, like, you're like, you want to put yourself out there. Like, you want to, it's like there's love available. Like, you are to have love. You want love. How do I want to say? It's in the cards for you to have love. Like, it's not, you're not being cut off, but it's just saying, like, not now. Because you got this element of deception here, where somebody, even the fact that it's in reverse is deceiving to me. I'm like, for the fact that this card even comes out, I'm just going to say there's some kind of level of deception going on, and you got a level of codependency. So I'm just like, there's whoever you're dealing with, you need to be careful, because whether it's in love, whether it's in business, whether it's in some kind of aspect in your life, something is not kosher. Something is not what it claims to be. Something has ulterior motives. Something is not showing itself as it is. Something is not showing its true self, and there's some attachments to it. Like if it's a business deal, there's strings attached to it. It's not all the way clear. It's not clear cut. And you have, you deserve love in reverse. And I just feel like yeah, you are lovable, but right now it's time for you to take time for yourself. I was saying no. If it's some kind of like business deal, you're like, yeah, I wanna do this deal. And then you're being like led, like, okay, hold on for a second. Like, regardless, like this card to me just says, hold on, like something is not right. You know, like pump the brakes. There's some strings attached to this. This is not good. No, like don't do it. So that's what I'm getting for you guys. Okay, I'm done. I'm done here. That's all the messages for the earth, the fire, the water, and the air. Long. We're at 2:30. So yes, we made it under 15 minutes. So thanks you guys so much for watching. It means a lot. Let me know what you guys think in the comments by liking, sharing, subscribing, and all that. We'll see you next time. Take care.